Hi, I'm Jan DeGrass. My dance photos are sometimes a bit out of focus, a bit blurry, grainy, or taken in poor light, but I love them, and I'm going to tell you why as we go through them. This is the Source Dance Company in 2009. I just like the way they move together as a unit on the stage. They're aware of each other as they're dancing. Photographically speaking, it's grainy if you look deep. These are the bronze jazz students from DanceWorks, and I almost call this whole presentation motion and line instead of light because of the way dancers' bodies make such elegant lines on stage. If you look at the light, it's strange. DanceWorks always seems to call for more light on their stage. This is Beamish and Lopez. These were 2010 dancers in residence of the Sunshine Coast Dance Society. And again, it's all about line. I mean, look at those muscles and the shape they make together. I mean, you can't see her face there, but it doesn't matter, does it? I mean, it's just wonderful. This is Peggy Baker, professional dancer who studied with Martha Graham in New York. Look at her hands. Look at the size of her hands. They're very expressive, and the muscles in her arms. I mean, this is just one gesture she's making, and it's just one simple gesture, but it's dance, it's movement. Okay, so this is Sylvain Brochu, and normally this is a photo you delete from your camera, but I really like it. He's dancing out in the footlights, and he looks like a being of light. I mean, I feel like I can see his skeleton there. I don't know if he would be thrilled with this picture, though. This is Shelby Pudek, Coast Academy of Dance. Now, she's a professional dancer. I've played with the color saturation on this one to fix any light problems. You can see I've saturated it a bit, just playing around with it. I've tried to stay away from showing spectacular costumes because I wanted to focus on the dancers, but this is a great one. Isn't this a fabulous costume? This is Catherine Denham dancing in this butterfly wings. And then the next one is Tegan Jackson. She looks as if she's standing still, but she isn't. Her hands and her feet are in motion, you can see. So it is a little blurry, but I've almost caught the motion here, and I really like it. Just wish I just focus a little bit more on their feet, you know, not capturing their feet. This is Sammy Broomhall. She was flying around that stage. And I try and anticipate where the dancer will be on the stage. Like I set the focus and shoot when I think they'll pass that point. And you can see that she just beat me to it. I mean, she's just whipping along there. And this was from a wonderful dance performance called Skeleton Woman. And that's Brittany Robertson in front. The movement together is really quite special. I just wish somebody bring this particular dance piece back to Gibson's. It was just terrific. I just love the way they stand together, and they just, I don't know. And here's Brittany again, and she's got two heads in this photo. I don't know if you can see that very well, but she's moving so fast, I've managed to capture both of her heads and her arm in speedy motion there. So, Coast Contemporary dancers. The shape they make as they dance is wonderful. And yes, it looks a bit like the game of Twister, but it's so graceful. They're so graceful in their movement. It's just wonderful. So you'll notice that a lot of these are contemporary or ballet. But here are some tap dancers that I finally caught in motion. And I came to realize that tap dancers use their arms as much as their feet. And the only way that I could catch this one was because they have their arms behind their back. I like my tappers. This is Frankie Cottrell. Here's one of the Coast's well-known tap dancers. You'll notice he lost his shoe here. It's on the stage, but he kept right on tapping. And you'll see how his arms are moving so fast as well. And that's just, that's why it's very difficult to catch tap dancers in motion. Oh, I just love this one because even though, I mean, they are dancing, but it's partly because they are just two very vibrant dancers, Jean-Pierre Macasso and Brittany Robertson again. And they put so much expression into their dance and into their faces as they move. This is from Mother Goddess of Africa. And I don't have their names of these two dancers, unfortunately, but there's an unusual light on these two, which helped me in capturing their expressions and the grace of their motion. I got to learn to include their feet in the frame, though. This is something I'm working on. And these are little dancers. I have so many little dancer photos to choose from. I could have done it on this alone. Often the kids come out on the stage and they don't dance. They stare into the audience, you know. But this little girl in front is trying to dance, and the rest are just kind of looking at. Okay, now these last three photos are to show you that I can do a focused photo. And also to show you that you don't have to be like under 25 to dance gracefully. These are ballroom dance teachers, Deborah and Jerry Pedjo. And I love their lines in this picture. This picture did go into the newspaper, actually. The colors of dance. I don't have this dancer's name. This picture was not used in the newspaper because my editor didn't like to see somebody from the back. But actually, a dancer's back is at least as expressive as any other part of their motion. And this is Alison Denham. She's a professional dancer, very physical, athletic. Although this photo shows a more delicate side of her, I think. But in this photo, she was standing still, but she manages to look like she's in motion. More her skill than mine. Even her hair looks like it's in motion, if you look. Anyway, that's it. So, thank you.